Hello everyone, welcome to this Morning Crypto on Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. Last week, let's not forget, markets were on edge. We had some bad unemployment stats from the US, raising recession fears. This concern isn't going away in the next couple of weeks, that's for sure. It's interesting. There's buzz about BlackRock, Bitcoin ETFs, banks getting involved, companies adding to their balance sheets or investing part of their cash in Bitcoin, which is fascinating. But blockchain tech, more than Bitcoin, which mainly benefits, is being deployed like today's web tech through consulting firms and what we call integrators. Accenture, the world's largest consulting firm, is investing in a company, not for great reasons yet, but to help businesses and possibly governments set up CBDCs or digital national currency banks. It's interesting, as the consulting leader like BlackRock in investing, others will follow suit. The same will happen in consulting. Great news, Ethereum name service is being integrated into PayPal. This is huge for ENS, as we often see protocols without real-world applications. Here it's concrete. ENS will let you use aliases instead of keys or addresses, allowing direct PayPal transactions with your chosen alias. It's innovative for PayPal, easing crypto use, and a big win for ENS with a real-world application via PayPal. Now, regarding Polygon, your tokens are currently locked. I checked mine, sent them to Binance, and they're frozen. You can see them, but can't sell, buy, transfer, or do anything else with them. Stacking is accelerating for Paul. It'll happen in the next few days. We'll keep an eye on it. Interestingly, we heard nothing about Polygon in the news. 2023 was huge, but 2024 was disappointing. Now, with Paul's migration, there's a partnership with Fabric. This collaboration will use ZK Proof to make transactions faster and more secure. It's good to see these partnership announcements. Things are still moving forward. This next one is even more interesting. It's a partnership with Telefonica, a Spanish telecom giant also big in South America. They're joining forces with Polygon to work on a product I like called Previado ID. It's about blockchain identification systems, but could be useful even in web. It's a major focus for Polygon, highlighted by this partnership with Telefonica. Looking back at recent years, it's perhaps one of the biggest successes, especially in Layer 2. We've seen Polygon and others struggle. Various Layer 2s and ICOs have mostly flopped, like ZK5, Starknet, etc. However, Coinbase's base is booming. It's a shame they didn't launch a token, as it's a massive hit. Everyone in Layer 2, look, it's generating revenue. It's simply a company that generates revenue. Let's look at what's happening. We'll check the curve and it's clear cut. Just look at the green, it's base. So it's huge. There's really a base acceleration while it's been trending down since the start of the year. You see, in 2023, we saw it was positive for tokens, but since early 2024, Ethereum and often Layer 2s at the same time, whether it's Ethereum itself or even Layer 2s, there's a bit of a slump in the Ethereum world. Whether it's Ethereum directly or Layer 2s, I think it'll bounce back eventually, but right now, it's just not the trend. It's not the hot topic at the moment. Next, this is super interesting. It's about State Street and Galaxy Digital. Huge funds still offering products that will start trading tomorrow, simply bringing more volume to the markets. Generally, they're combined ETF products with Bitcoin and Ethereum in various weights. You can choose 70-30 splits tailored to client needs. It's worth noting that it's been 8 months since ETFs launched. We're at what? 16.92 billion now. In just 4 months, we'll likely hit half that again, so 8 more. We're heading for incredible figures. I think we'll reach over 20 billion in Bitcoin held by ETFs by year end. We'll see the numbers at the end of 2024. It'll be interesting, but even more so to see figures for 2025 and 2026. We might hit 20, then 30, then 70 billion. It'll be massive. Moving on to the map, it's great news. We discussed it yesterday, giving us a very, very nice performance. Looking at it, one might think it's been all rosy. We talked about this yesterday. There was a 80% drop here. Someone new might say, wow, it's a great token on all time frames. It pays. That phase happened too. Anyway, it's going well now. We have BSV, we have FTM2. We'll look at those. Jamie's showing a small gain. It's been a while. And EV continues its crazy momentum. Volume-wise, nothing exceptional, but I think tomorrow at 2 p.m. we'll check that out. It might change. Bitcoin at 31 and Ethereum at 13 billion in volume. As for Bitcoin, I think every channel subscriber knows this chart by heart. I'm sure you all know the exact days between the first and last point. I think it's exactly 6 months, actually 28 months. I believe it started on March 11th, but it really began earlier, on February 28th. By September 28th, it'll be 7 months. I don't think we've ever seen this in the history of listed products are doing well. We'll wait and see how it goes. It'll move today, less with ECB, unless there's a bad surprise. We'll discuss tomorrow if ECB announces a bigger drop than expected, like 0.5 instead of 0.25. That could scare markets, but I think the ECB meeting will have less impact overall. We'll see good vibes, especially if we had them today after the high that validates the perfect shoulder-head-shoulder. Same on Stacks, it's confirmed. Until we hit that 1.83 level on Stacks, it's not yet fully confirmed. Need to hit 350 for rate confirmation. Not one yet. Be careful. It's picking up and starting to get risky. If it keeps buying at these levels, same as always after green candles, it's never the best time. In fact, it's impressive. We have the same pattern, head and shoulders reversed. Someone pointed out, and it's true, there's also a great cup and handle. Here it's fantastic. I think the head and shoulders is even more bullish than the cup and handle, but I'll take both bullish patterns. If you spot a third, don't hesitate to let me know. But man, this is looking good, like the smell of warm sand at the beach. What's happening here honestly smells like something fresh. FTM's the same. And Apple, wow, Apple's incredible. It'll be the trendy pattern everyone will recognize in a week's technical analysis. Lastly, I wanted to look at Starknet. I like watching tokens getting hammered during a general upswing. This one's struggling, which I find interesting. Not sure what's up. Maybe there's bad news we missed. Looking at the start of each week, there are still too many token emissions, and we were talking about Layer 2S being disasters. Zooming out, it's just a catastrophe. If it keeps dropping, it'll get absurd. Is it still because it's falling? Bear flag, drop, bear flag, drop. Isn't he forming a bear flag? But then it'll start to be a lot. I checked, it's still worth 700 million. It'll become absurd when it's worth more than, I don't know, 200, 300 million. I'd like it to drop one last time. I'm following it, but for example, I'm just speculating here. A penny stock doesn't have much liquidity. It's at 40 cents. If it crashes completely, it could end up at 20 cents. Then it would become super attractive, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this morning's update. If so, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me tremendously. I might do a quick update, depending on what's said about movements and such. Let me know if you're interested. I wish you a great day.